The Judgment Day is set to make historic debut in another wrestling promotion while being signed to WWE. Hello guys. Welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. The Judgment Day is set to make its debut in another wrestling promotion while being signed to WWE. They will debut in Lucha Libre AAA Worldwide at the upcoming Triple Mania show. Dominic Mysterio recently showed up in the promotion and set his sights on the AAA Mega Championship. He received a massive ovation from the crowd in Mexico. He will feature in a fatal four-way title match involving the reigning champion El Hijo del Vikingo and current WWE superstars El Grande Americano and Dragon Lee. Mysterio asked his Judgment Day stablemates for backup at AAA Triple Mania. Finn Balor and JD McDonough agreed, whereas Raquel Rodriguez explained her issues with Lola Vice and her shaking. Roxanne Perez then suggested the idea of a mixed trios tag team match, to which the faction agreed. They will face Mr. Iguana, Nino Hamburguesa, and Lola Vice at the event. Check out the Judgment Day confirming their upcoming AAA debuts. Dominic Mysterio revealed why he was alone at WWE SummerSlam. Dominic Mysterio walked about by himself at the SummerSlam Premium Live event and also picked up a massive win over AJ Styles with no help from his stablemates. Speaking on the My Mom's Basement podcast, the reigning WWE Intercontinental Champion had this to say about his stablemates, whom he still very much considers as his family. Mysterio said, "Like I said, no Judgment Day. No nobody. And it wasn't a shot at the Judgment Day, like, I love my family. But it was more of like a shot to the haters because everyone was expecting like, oh, who is going to come out and help him? Is Roxanne going to come out? Is Finn going to come out? Like, no one came out. I told them I was going to do it all on my own, and I did just that. I outsmarted AJ and I beat him right in the middle of the ring." Mysterio will aim to become a double champion at Triple Mania. Meanwhile, the Judgment Day will look to get their hands raised against Lola Vice, Mr. Iguana, and Nino Hamburguesa. Finn Balor to bring back WWE icon as new Judgment Day leader to dethrone Dominic Mysterio. Exploring the possibility WWE Raw after SummerSlam wasn't a good night for the Judgment Day, as Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez failed to regain the Women's Tag Team Championship. Amid this, there is a possibility of Finn Balor bringing back WWE icon Rey Mysterio as the newest leader of the Judgment Day to dethrone Dominic Mysterio. The Dirty Dominic is the WWE Intercontinental Champion. He already defeated AJ Styles at the biggest party of the summer and is now ready to be part of a AAA World Championship match soon. In a recent interview with WrestleRant, Dom talked about his babyface turn in the company. He explained that the turn must be organic, as he cannot force anyone to chant positively when they hear his name. When Dominic appeared in the AAA promotion to issue the challenge, he received a positive response from the crowd. This shows that we are slowly moving toward the anticipated heroic turn of Dominic Mysterio. One of the best ways to turn Dom as a babyface star is by bringing Rey Mysterio into the mix. The Master of 619 was part of the IC Champion's heel turn as he betrayed his father and eventually joined the Judgment Day faction. Now, if WWE plans to have Dirty Dominic's face turn, Finn Balor could bring the icon as the newest leader of the villainous faction. With Rey turning heel and joining Balor in the Judgment Day. The former Universal Champion utilizes this opportunity to turn against Dominic and take the IC title away from him. All this development, which surely makes the crowd support Dom and leads to his iconic babyface turn in the sports entertainment juggernaut. The Judgment Day member marked WWE icon as the stiffest wrestler. In the most recent conversation on My Mom's Basement with Robbie Fox, the IC champion talked about his experience in the in-ring competition. When talking about who the stiffest star he faced yet, inside the squared circle of WWE, he named his father Rey Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio stated that he always got scratches and marks on his body while competing against his father. He also maintained his character and mentioned Rey as a deadbeat dad. Stiffest wrestler? Believe it or not, every time I wrestle my deadbeat dad, I always leave with scratches and marks. A bruised eye, bloody nose, something. And it's always with him, Dom said. Now, it remains to be seen whether Rey Mysterio and Dominic will once again cross paths or not. WWE quote, S Judgment Day heading to Triple Mania to take on Mr. Iguana. Lola Vice. The first Triple Mania to take place under the watchful eye of WWE is set for next weekend. The only problem is only two things that had been announced for the show prior to this afternoon. Conan's induction into the AAA Hall of Fame by Rey Mysterio, and El Hijo del Vikingo defending the AAA Mega Championship in a four-way match against Dragon Lee, El Grande Americano, and Dominic Mysterio. That all changed, however, thanks to an Instagram post from WWE Espanol. The post featured a video of Dominic Mysterio backstage at Raw when his Judgment Day teammates Finn Balor and JD McDonough approached him. The conversation soon grew to include Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez, focusing on Mysterio's disdain for AAA luchadors Mr. Iguana and Nino Hamburguesa, while Rodriguez took shots at Lola Vice. Ultimately, it led to Mysterio declaring that Iguana, Hamburguesa, and Vice would take Balor, McDonough, and Rodriguez at Triple Mania in a mixed trios match. Most fans won't be shocked to hear that this match represents the first Triple Mania appearance for Rodriguez, McDonough, or Balor, though Balor did work several dates for rival promotion CMLL in 2012, even winning the promotion's world historic middleweight title. While the focus will be on the WWE stars, the match will also continue a recent storyline involving Iguana and Vice, following the two interacting as rivals at a recent AAA event in Aguascalientes. For Mysterio, the presence of his Judgment Day teammates may be a boon should they get involved in his mega title challenge, giving him a distinct advantage over Americano, Vikingo, and Lee. The Intercontinental Champion has become a heavy favorite to win the title after his surprise appearance at an AAA event in Mexico City drew a massive reaction. WWE quote, S Royal Rumble event is deeply rooted in professional wrestling history, as seen in the beloved By the Numbers videos. The company regales fans with ahead of the match every year. 30 men and 39 women, unless you're watching the 2011 match with 40 participants from the men's roster, enter the ring at 90-second intervals to the raucous countdown from fans in the arena, all vying for a chance to main event WrestleMania and get a championship shot. There have been so many historic moments at the Royal Rumble throughout its almost 40 years of existence. From Chyna being the first woman to enter the Royal Rumble and Edge's emotional return in 2020 after being forced to retire years prior, to the gravity-defying stunts of Kofi Kingston to prevent his feet from touching the floor, there are moments that stick out to fans each year from the Rumble match. However, there are also moments from the Royal Rumble that are historic for other, more controversial reasons. Fans have rejected the winner of the Men's Rumble many times throughout the years. Moments for the winner have been overshadowed, and on two occasions, there have technically been two winners of that year's match. The Royal Rumble may usually be a good time had by all both in the ring and for those watching, but it hasn't come without controversy over the years. One of the most controversial endings to a Royal Rumble came in 2005, when John Cena and Batista botched the finish so badly it caused Vince McMahon to tear both of his quads after storming to the ring enraged. Batista and Cena landed outside of the ring at the same time, though Batista was meant to win the match in normal fashion, with Cena's feet meant to touch the floor. Batista, however, lost his balance during a Batista bomb that was meant to eliminate Cena. They both tumbled over the top rope, and the rest is history. The brand split between WWE Raw and WWE SmackDown came into play, with the referees around the ring raising the hand of their brand star as the winner. With the on-screen general managers Eric Bischoff and Teddy Long no longer in the building that night, McMahon was left to make the decision in front of the live audience. He stormed to the ring, slid in, and tore his quad when he bashed his leg on the ring apron. He was left unable to stand in the ring and barked orders at the officials and the wrestlers as he sat on the canvas. McMahon made Batista and Cena continue their battle in the ring, and the Animal hit a spine buster and sent Cena over the top for the actual victory. As McMahon struggled to the back, he tore his other quad, furthering the ridiculous unplanned story that was the finish of the 2005 Royal Rumble.